a few of my students planned out to actually run the show today. So welcome everyone who is here. All right, my first guest speakers would be Mia. Come on up, Mia. Clear.
Welcome to our Community 101 ceremony. We have worked all year on our Community 101 project, and we are so happy that you are here with us today. The students a part of the Talent Middle School leadership class have met every other day for the entire year to collaborate on this grant project. We have learned so much from this experience and from each other. We are grateful to the Community One Foundation and Patsy Smolin Foundation for this opportunity. Thank you.
Our mission this year was to support the critical issue of mental health, with particular focus on suicide prevention and drug and alcohol awareness in Jackson County. We found out from surveying our school and community that these topics were of top concern. We also found that our school was in need of support for our new career technical education class. So as a group, we started researching nonprofit organizations that were doing this work. And that's how we found all of you.
So let's see, Colton and Raylan. If you guys will call up your next guest speakers, that would be great. Colton and Raylan, you're up.
Okay, our first grant went to the Talent Middle School's Career and Technical Education class. This class helps over 250 students a year learn valuable life skills to prepare them for the future.
With the grant we awarded, CTE was able to purchase 15 new sewing machines. This is such a great opportunity to help students learn how to make new things and repair old ones. Thank you for helping our community.
So for you, come on up.
So you guys just have a seat and then the rest of us up there?
Oh.
Did you email it to me?
Okay, so this year, CTE, Career and Technical Exploration, is a new class that Talent Middle School came up with, and we started out pretty much blank slate. We didn't have any equipment, we didn't have kind of an idea of where we were going, so to speak, but we started planning over the summer and came up with some projects for our students to do. So we've been able to come up with some woodworking equipment. We were able to come up with some cooking plans and some equipment to do that. We did, as you saw the rocks that were up there, we did a positive affirmations rock project where we painted rocks and then we went out into the community and put them out places for people to find. This was a picture of our students. We stopped at the skate park on our way back, and so we got to take some class pictures out there. We've done some woodworking projects. A lot of the cooking, I think, was some of their favorite. But a lot of students asked if we could learn how to sew. They had some things they wanted to make and some things that they wanted to learn how to fix. And so we applied for this grant to be able to buy sewing machines so that we could do that. One of the big things that I think is an outcome of this program for our students is it gets students working together who wouldn't normally socialize, wouldn't be in their social circle. So their interests in the projects and learning how to do things, and maybe this student has a different idea of how to do this, and so putting all that work together to make a community based on our projects and our skills. So the sewing machines will be another part of that, putting together that feeling of belonging and learning new things from different people. So thank you.
Robbie!
Our second grant went to Oasis. This group does a lot of important things for our community in Jackson County. They primarily serve parents experiencing substance use disorders and their young children. The Community 101 grant will help Oasis with their continued effort to support their children's therapy services. We are so grateful that this money will be put to great use and look forward to hearing more about your organization. Oasis representative, please come up.
Thank you guys. I did not bring a slideshow, so I'll just talk a bit. My name is Kristen Johnson, and I'm the executive director of the Oasis Center for Rogue Valley. You guys had a great introduction. We're a nonprofit family medical clinic, and we support parents with substance use disorder, addiction, and pregnant women with addiction. And so we also support the kiddos and work with families across their whole lifespan because we're a primary care clinic. So within our clinic, we have like the full range of medical support, but we also do behavioral health. And so this grant is specifically supporting our parent-child interaction therapy. And so it's called PCIT. And PCIT is actually kind of a cool therapy that some of this money will go to help us. The therapist will be in a room, and then there's a window, and the parent and the kiddo are on the other side. They've got a little earbud, and the therapist is coaching the kiddo or coaching the parent in playing and interacting with their kiddo to help their children heal and to support parent-child bonding and their relationship. So our PCIT room right now has been disrupted by some construction, which is really great because it's actually helping our clinic to flow a lot better, but we needed help in getting this window put back in and creating a space for kiddos and families. And this will also support buying some toys for that, which will help with the play. So we serve about 1,400 people in the Rogue Valley. We started in 2019 with about 90, and we've grown to about 1,400, and about a third of our patients are kiddos. So this money is going to support us, support kids, and it will actually make a really long-lasting community impact. So thank you guys so much for considering the Oasis Center. This means a lot to us, and my kids were talent middle school kids, so this means a whole lot to me personally as well. So thank you all so much.
Oh yeah, Corbin. So Corbin. Our third grant went to Grace and Kindness, a nonprofit established after the tragic loss of Grace Holt. The organization was created to honor Grace's life by spreading kindness, building connections, and supporting the mental health and well-being of young people in our community. The Community 101 grant will help Grace and Kindness by helping support scholarships and connection clubs. We look forward to seeing you out in the community doing your thing. Susan?
think I'll show a video that tells you a lot about what we do, and then I can answer any questions. So I'm Susan Pohl. Grace is my daughter, and I just can't thank you all enough for supporting Run with Grace. So the money, it's been 10 years, but it's still hard. But this all makes it worth it. And I guess if there's, I'm a health teacher. I teach health and PE. I taught at Hedrick Middle School for 32 years now. I'm at Ashland Middle School. And so in health, you know, hopefully you've all had help and you've learned that mental health is just as important as your physical health, meaning, you know, your body. Your mind is just as important, sometimes more important. So it's okay to not feel okay if you feel scared and you don't know why you don't feel okay emotionally, or maybe you're sad and you don't understand why. You have to tell somebody. And it might not be a friend, you know, a lot of times this is a much bigger thing than kids your age. Maybe you know how to deal with, so you have to tell an adult that will listen and know what to do, whether it's a teacher, could obviously be a parent, but you gotta tell somebody, and if they don't listen, then you tell somebody else. But what you're doing is awesome. And I think you probably already know this, but the money that you're giving will go for connections clubs, which are clubs, they're lunch clubs. We have them at Ashland Middle School, we have them at McLaughlin, and then at Hamby Middle School. And they're lunch clubs for kids to make friends and a place to be, kind of like a safe space. It's kind of like a kindness club in a way. And that's funded by Run with Grace. And then we have scholarships, and we've given some kids, some of your students here, scholarships to go to camp or take lessons. You saw like horseback riding lessons or a sports camp. And then we also have a 4-year college scholarship, a $4,000 scholarship. And so that's where your money's going. So I can't thank you enough. And I'd love to answer questions if you have any.
When's the next one?
So we just had, a month ago, we just had Run with Grace, and it was, and we had a 10K and a 5K. It's always the weekend after Pear Blossom, so it's usually the second Saturday in April, which is Grace's birthday is April 18th, so it happened to be her birthday this year. So it'll always be right after Pear Blossom. Was anybody there? You boys are there. Any other questions?
Yeah, do you have like, if you have a suicide hotline, do you ever think about putting that number information?
Putting it,
Like with your Run with Grace shirt?
oh, that's a good idea. Great tip. No, I mean, we have it like, you know, on our website, we have other things, but that's it, the 988, yeah, it's like 911, it's 988. And it's 24/7, you know, if somebody is needing help, you call 988. But that's a great suggestion. Yeah?
What would it take to get a connections club here?
Oh my gosh, it just takes you wanting one. Connections is like the greatest thing. We pay for everything, we just come in and we'll talk about it next year, how about? We need a teacher.
I volunteer.
Yay! We need a teacher just for the room, and then we usually have somebody come along, and it's just every other, like I do it at every other Friday. It's awesome. I mean, it can be life-changing. It's, you know, especially if it's like a new kid, new to the school, doesn't know anybody, automatic go to Connections, because you're going to make friends there for sure.
Tie it in at least.
Yeah, yeah. And one more thing I would love to say is, you kids have no idea the impact you can have. You don't know what somebody's going through. Grace, my daughter, beautiful, smart, friends, she did not tell anybody that she was struggling, because I think it scared her, she didn't understand it. So she didn't have a teacher, a friend, she didn't have anybody. I knew she was struggling, not to the extent. But I think about the impact, you know, of just different interactions she had, and, you know, negative and positive. You don't know just by looking at somebody. You may think it looks like they have a perfect life. You have no idea unless, you know, you're walking in their shoes. So, you know, your interactions, whether it's positive or negative, can have a huge impact on people. So just something I try to keep in mind. Anything else?
And then invited by other.
Kathy is
She does connections. Kathy, do you want to say anything? Because Kathy does connections at Laughlin.
Hi guys, I just think the biggest thing, kind of what she said at the end, every day, every interaction you have with someone, kindness matters. You do not know what they went through. You do not know what happened to them the period before or the night before, and you might think they have everything in the world going great in their life. And just one kind word, just a smile, that's all it takes to help them know that someone else is caring about them. So I think that's like the biggest thing to say to you guys.
All right, well, we forgot to give you your check, so we would like to hand your checks out. And then I'd like my class, if you have any questions for any of our grantees, that'd be awesome. So go ahead and congratulate them. Does anybody have questions for any of them? I know Oasis, I was curious, the parents that you're helping, they're all in recovery? How long are they in recovery before they can get involved into the program?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we support parents in all stages of recovery. So they could be parents that are actively using substances and are looking towards recovery, and they could be parents that are in long-term recovery. And addiction can also be like a chronic relapsing disease, and so we're also able to re-engage with people through all the stages of their recovery. We're always there for them.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, Enzo, it's now with you.
We just want to take a second and thank all you guys for coming here. We know you guys are busy and have a lot of things to do, so we're very grateful that you guys came out of your way to come to our award ceremony. And we just want to invite you guys to get to know each other, take some pictures, just hang out, and have a good time for the rest of the time. And we hope to see you next year too.
Thank you.